morning. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Friday, it's the weekend. Yay! Do I sound enthusiastic? I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to the weekend? Have you got any plans? Let me know. Let's do some one question readings in here. If you'd like to book in for one of those, you can. If you're on here live with me, check out the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. That tells you how to book yourself in. Do that on the fly. I'll do your reading right away once you get that in. You can ask anything in the one question readings. They can be very specific if you want, or it can be general. You can ask for general guidance or career guidance, love life guidance. Ask about someone else if you want. If you're watching the replay, hello, come along live sometime. Or if you can't make it, you can still book yourself in for a one question reading and I'll do yours right at the start of the next live show and then send you the link to the replay. You don't need to be able to make it to these lives in order to do that, but we do love to see you in here. Hi Diane, how are you? Nice pretty flower. Perhaps I'll get one of those flowers today for the pick a card read I record. After this show's finished, I will be publishing a pick a card read. It will be How Did They Feel About You? That one's going out straight after I finish this show, so stick around on my channel for that. And stick around in this show because at the end of this show, I'll be picking, or toward the end, I'll be picking The Secret Manifestation card by Rhonda Byrne out for everyone that does. Very good, Diane, that's very good. It's good to hear. Apart from that, I'm going to be picking some cards out and let's see what the guys want to tell us about today. It's kind of funny because it's kind of been personal to me, these readings in the last few shows, which is cool because I don't read for myself as a general rule. I just kind of get on with my life, take it as it comes. Very rarely do I use this for myself now. So I kind of like when this show turns it in on me. In personal, so what's been going on for me lately is, yesterday, I did see my crush yesterday, but again, we were just kind of looking at each other from a distance. You see, what he's doing has not got to interrupt what we're doing as a rule, and so, you know, on purpose, so we're kind of kept apart. But there was some looking going on, and yeah, no interaction because we weren't actually in the vicinity of each other. So, there's that. Okay, check out my self-care Claire. It's actually getting some traction, that channel. I noticed one of my videos the other day, 3 days ago, started getting a lot of views last night. Well, a lot compared to what that channel usually gets. So, check it out. It might inspire you to take care of your health better and stuff. Take care of yourself better. I was just thinking about the video that I did yesterday about my DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, that I had from leg day, which was on Sunday. It's gone now. I just realised it's gone. My legs are feeling good today. Recovered at last. Okay, what have we got? What do we need to know about? We need to know about the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is 4 tables. No. 4 legs of a table, which means solid structures. It means firm foundations. It can often mean marriage. You see the couple on top of the house there. They built something up from the ground up. It's firm foundations. It's slow starts. It's, if we're talking about relationships, it's getting to know each other and all of that kind of thing. It's taking things slowly to build firm foundations in whatever. We've got the 8 of Wands. Ooh, direct communication. Something that I'm aware of as well with this crush that I've got, which I don't know. I don't know him. I really don't know him. But what I do know of him that I've checked out about him is that he's very driven and all of that, and that's good for me. So that's one aspect of him. He's got a very nice ass. And I'm very attracted to him, I am. And I've opened the door, I messaged him, I added him on Facebook and I messaged him too, so I've opened the door so he knows that he can approach me. And now I'm very much thinking, okay, now it's for him to step forward, you know, I'll just be in his vicinity and I'll be friendly. 8 of Wands, direct communication. 5 of Wands, it'll be strategic. Interesting. It'll be strategic. The direct communication will be strategic. Now, often we We want backup. If we're talking about relationships here and that initial contact, we want backup, meaning it's like a way that we protect ourselves from rejection. And it's a way that we take the pressure off asking someone something if there's something else involved as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like if there's an event coming up that makes it easier to get to know each other on an easy level, then someone might wait for that event to come up and ask, are you coming to that? Or something like that, you know? Takes the pressure off it. That's what it feels like. There's going to be a strategy behind it. So it's like, well, this thing is coming up. So how often have you done that? I know I've done that before. It's like liking someone, there's an event coming up, and it's going to be so much easier to approach or be around them at that event, and just kind of looking forward to that and kind of saving it for that. That's what it feels like to me. A strategic approach. Be direct communication, but with an adage, with a this thing is going on. It feels like an event. I don't know why it feels like an event. And that's not in my current reality an event, but you just never know, hey? You never know. My voice is not good in the mornings. Somebody's hopeful. Now, if I'm not talking about love life for you, this could be the same. Firm foundations. If you're wanting a promotion, or you're wanting to be around certain people in order to talk about promotions or get in with them for a new job or something like that. An event. Could be worth waiting for an event so it's easier. Was it today's tarot? I think it was, where I said it was something about money, and it was you can take asking to see someone with no agenda. Say asking to see a boss with no agenda. You get into that meeting with them, and then it's a lot to bring up a pay raise or something like that. But if you send an email to them saying, I would like to see you about a pay raise, you've already planted that seed, and it's much more easy to talk about it. In fact, when you go in, they may say, oh, you wanted to talk about a pay raise, you know, and it's just so much easier. And in the same way, that's what I'm getting here too, is that when something is added onto it, it's easier. And the hopeful. Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very stable, unmovable in a way, like a rock. I don't know why I was getting that, but unmovable, like stubborn. This devil is the, it's the little devil. It's the wanting to crack someone open, or wanting to crack the rock. How weird. Someone wants to crack the rock in a devilish kind of way. Reminds me of that energy. Remember years ago, Kylie Minogue, when the lead singer of lead singer of INXS, what was his name? I know his brother. His brother asked me out, but no, it's trouble. He was pursuing her, and it was this kind of an energy. She was all sweet and innocent, and he wanted to bring the dark side out in her. Funny. But this isn't that. It's not that same thing. It's the Queen of Pentacles, like stable. He's so stable. It's not someone wants to shake it up. Again, if I'm talking about a promotion for you or something like that, it's someone wanting to test you, push you out of your comfort zone. It's that. Painful ending. No. Oh no. Oh no, something's going to go wrong. So there's an agenda here that someone's got. It's different than the strategy, but there's this little devil side of them that comes out that wants to kind of change you. put you out of your comfort zone, and that might have you pulling away, cause a painful ending. It might have you thinking, oh, they want to change me, they're not for me, or if it's a work situation, I'm not willing to give that much. I've ordered myself a new stool because this stool, it's been broken for a while. The panel is broken. I think one of the air conditioning engineers, is that right? I think one of them used it to stand on it to get up there, and it broke. This was ages ago, and it sags a little bit on the right-hand side. If I turn it around the other way, it feels so uncomfortable sagging that way. But I've been sagging this way for a long time now, and it's gone even worse. And I thought, I need a stool. Unfortunately, they don't sell these ones anymore. And so I'm getting a wooden one, and I might need to buy a cushion for on top of it. So it's weird at the moment because I'm having to kind of lean. It's not very comfortable. It's going to be weird sitting on a straight stool because I've got used to. It's probably going to do me a lot of good to sit on a straight stool, in fact. It's got to be making hip imbalances sitting on this all the time. Why is it so quiet in here this morning? What's going on? Where is everybody? Wow, it's just me and Diane. Seriously, why doesn't YouTube show people? It's crazy. So many people get in touch with me saying, I'm not seeing your videos, and I'm subscribed, and I've got notifications on, and I'm not seeing your videos. I don't think algorithms are meant to work against what people want to see. They're meant to work with what people want to see, right? It's meant to be working for people, isn't it? Anyway. Oops. What have we got here? Whips. Whips is about the crap in our lives that keeps on coming around again. Repeating lessons, repeating pain. Oh, okay. Because that's not good, is it? A Ten of Swords at the end of that. Tell us more. Book is about learning, I think. Tree. I think that's about well-being. Why whips? I'll read all of this out so we can get the message here. Why whips? The Tower. Tower is about strong foundations. Okay. Okay, so the whips, I know, is about repeating crap coming up. The Tower. So, as I was saying, the Four of Wands is about firm foundations, and we've got it here again with this Tower. The Tower in the Lenormand isn't the same as the Tower of the Tarot. It is about firm foundations, building that tower up. Now, the whips, it's almost like the thing that you keep on doing, the pain that you keep on causing yourself, the sabotage, the whatever it is. The cat's outside. Hello. Come on then. Yeah, the sabotage, the thing that you keep on doing, that needs to come up again to be cleared so that this stands a chance. So it seems. What's going on here? Okay. Does that make sense? So if we're talking a new relationship, we're talking the first part of this new relationship has got to be the same old crap coming up for you both, to deal with that first. So the sabotages will happen. It's what we see in all of the movies, all of the romance movies. You see this play out. The underlying negative patterns that both have got, they come up at the start of a relationship to undermine that relationship until they learn better, right? So we've got the book. Let's read out the book before I go on and get another card out so that we know what we're talking about here. The book. If we're talking about like a job thing where you ask for a raise and the boss, instead of giving you a raise, saying like prove yourself first, and then they put you in the most uncomfortable setting that doesn't suit you at all, as plain devil's advocate, almost to kind of prove you wrong. It's their sabotage for trying to test you. And perhaps your sabotage is, I'll do anything, you know, put me in a terrible situation, instead of having a boundary to it, I won't say no. I will do it and I'll prove myself. And, you know, that could be a sabotage that you've got, rather than just having a clear boundary. Like, I asked for the other job. Why do you want me to put me in a position that I'm obviously not suited to, that has nothing to do with the job that I'm asking for? Why are you doing that? If you don't think I'm suitable for the job that I'm asking for, then, you know, don't put me in it. But having me do something else, that just seems ridiculous. So it's that kind of thing, is what I'm feeling. Book. You cannot open a book without learning something, says Confucius. A book is more than pages between two covers. This book card illustrates so aptly that a book is a doorway to vast amounts of information and knowledge. The book is a universal symbol of education, scholarship, curiosity and expertise, discoveries, revelations, secrets and wisdom, whatever the source. The book card can refer to traditional formal learning from teachers and textbooks, or informal learning from mentoring, manuals, spiritual seeking, workshops, self-improvement, life lessons. Yeah, I don't know why they would separate those two. The inner work from me. I don't know. It's all learning, no matter what the subject. The book card can also refer to the wonderful worlds opened up through literature, history, fantasy and inspiration resources. I tend to learn from reading. I can get lessons and the right information and the right information, yeah, I've already said that, information that I need through textbook, movie, novel. So we're learning. Bouquet. Oh, perhaps about romance. Bouquet is about an offer. Bouquet came out on Wednesday too. Bouquet card represents much more than a bunch of pretty flowers you might see somewhere. These lovely flowers have been carefully selected, arranged and tied with a bow. So somebody's learned to be very careful about an offer. So why would they then test? It must be just their sabotage. Feelings, gratitude, confidence, clarity. Affection, contentment, sincerity, intimacy, gift, understanding, clarity. So this could be us, in fact, learning about romance. You know, the guides have been going on about it so much, about how to choose right, how to have firm foundations and all of that kind of thing. At the moment, I'm still reading Matthew Hussey's Love Life book. It's really good. Just reading it a little bit at a time, because that kind of a book is intense learning. And it needs to soak in. It's very good. It is a very good book. Can't remember what I learned yesterday. Yeah, in fact, it was interesting because I was reading a part on how difficult it is for women, because we have this perceived biological clock. For women who want to have a family, very much aware of the biological clock. Men aren't, and they have got one. There is massive problems with men's fertility now. They do have one too, but it's not been so obvious. They've been like, oh, I can have babies until I'm 80, so there's no point in settling down or going for a family until I'm much older. By which time it's probably too late for them to. I mean, I remember when I was last pregnant, I had a miscarriage, unfortunately, but my partner, he had cancer when he was a kid and had his leg amputated as a result of it, and he had a lot of chemotherapy, and they told him he'd never be able to have kids. And he'd been married before me and never got anyone pregnant. I got pregnant with him, and it's like, well, that wasn't true, was it? You can get someone pregnant because you got me pregnant. And anyway, I went to the doctor, and of course the doctor did the whole saving the ass of the profession kind of thing. He'd been told he can't have kids, yet there I was, pregnant. And then he said to my partner, well, if there's anything wrong with this pregnancy or the baby, it's her fault. He said that to him. I'm like, that can't be true, because it's the sperm and the egg. Like, it really can't be true. The health of the sperm does matter. Of course it matters. How can you say it's just about the egg? It's certainly not. Anyway, that annoyed me. I don't know why I went into that. Yeah, wow, why did I get into that? I don't know. Anyway, book Hay, learning about approaches. Oh yeah, the book that I'm reading at the moment. Yeah, it was talking about how it's really not helping women, and you know, this pressure over time, especially when someone wants a baby or doesn't know whether they want a baby too. I was reading it even though it doesn't apply to me anymore, because it was interesting what women are going through with regards to that. And he was saying, like, and he made a lot of apologies, saying, like, I know I am not in a position to weigh in on this at all, but as a man, but in his position of doing these workshops and, you know, all this romance stuff is seen. And he talks about women's reactions and women breaking down once they get on this subject, because it affects them so much. Of, you know, wanting children and not finding the right person. And he was explaining maybe there needs to be like a second plan. If you really want children, you kind of got to have them by yourself. And if you're not sure whether you want children, have a backup plan, so get some eggs frozen. All of that, it's just so invasive, isn't it? I don't know, it seems such a shame. I'm so glad I had my children young, because I wouldn't have done otherwise. If I hadn't had my kids in my 20s, I wouldn't have had kids. And it also had me thinking as well this morning about religion. I was brought up a Catholic, and I remembered being taught you shouldn't use contraception. How backward are they? You shouldn't use contraception and all of this. That was the teachings. But not only that, but then they were like really down on like single parents and single mothers and stuff like that. So it's like, I shouldn't use contraception, and it's not okay for me to get pregnant. It's like, oh my God, talk about giving me an impossible task. And then when women got pregnant, or girls got pregnant, it was the girl's fault, not the guy. It was all so messed up. But maybe I have the point, because now we've got a population problem, or we're going to very shortly. There's not many young people. Then we got the tree. So someone's been learning about approaches in relationships, is what it feels like to me. Tree, 5. And where is everyone today? Where are they all, Diane? Tree. A single act of kindness throws out the roots in all directions. The roots spring up and make new trees, says Amelia Earhart. The lush green tree exudes health and vitality. This tree of life card reminds us that the closer our connections to nature, the more we nurture our physical and spiritual well-being. With its roots deep in the earth and its branches reaching for the heavens, the Lenormand tree illustrates the vital connections between the elements and all living things. I've got my left foot right now on a grounding mat for that very reason. I'm sleeping on my grounding sheet at the moment. It's not having as great effect as it did when I first started sleeping on it. My deep sleep went back to the amount that has gone back. It's gone back to the amount that I usually get. I was hoping it was going to make my deep sleep a lot more, but I don't think my body really needs it, or my mind, I don't know. Anyway, with its roots deep in the earth and its branches reaching for the heavens, the Lenormand tree illustrates the vital connections between the elements and all living things. The tree symbolises humanity's long-term responsibility. In fact, I'm going to move the mat so it's closer. There you go. Got both feet on it now. Humans' long-term responsibility for stewardship of the environment. The tree teaches us that actions we take today and the choices we make have long-term ramifications. When we nurture ourselves and deepen our relationships, the benefits will be widespread. Self-care. It's so important, hey? I can't tell you how amazing I feel. I wish I could make people feel how I feel, health-wise. As I talked about in my video the other day on Self-Care Claire channel, about quitting alcohol again, I probably drink only about 4 times a year. And I drank a couple of weeks ago, maybe it was like 3 weekends ago now, when there was a fight night around my birthday, and I had a lot of like anxiety, all kinds of things afterwards for days. And it was only when I really did Muay Thai training again and really sweated it out that I felt normal after that again, days later. And it's like, it makes me feel so bad. And I know there's a lot of people doing like 80-20 rules, so if you're eating like 80% good and 20% garbage, then that's a good thing. And people that eat 100% good, there's something wrong with them. Well, now let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with us. Because I'm not stressing about eating perfectly. It's just, it makes me feel amazing, and I feel shit when I have anything that isn't real. It's not, that shouldn't be surprising, and I feel like this card is saying the same thing too. And from that place of clarity, and I wish you could feel how I feel, because I have like so much energy. I never even felt like this when I was a young person. But if this is what it would feel like, I think. I don't know, I just feel better than I've ever felt, and I'm full of energy and feel really clear and really good. Way better than drink or anything else would make me feel. Just the basis of that allows me to be present in everything, and that it's only got to be good for relationships. Well, for everything, for my work, for relationships, for everything. And after alcohol too. So I'll drink like on the Saturday night if I'm going to drink at all. Sunday, I had a hangover after last time, but it wasn't that bad. Like I went out to see a friend and stuff. It wasn't one of those hangovers where I couldn't do anything, which I've been afflicted by many of those over the years. Monday when I was doing my videos, couldn't be present properly for the work. I did the least amount that I could. I did this show and I made one today's tarot and pick a card read, or I was done, or I didn't do the pick a card read or whatever. I just did the bare minimum because I couldn't show up for it. In the same way, like that, if I've got private readings, which I don't know, I'll probably do 99.9% of them within 48 hours. But if I've got that feeling and I'm not feeling like I am right now, I won't do it, because I know that I am not giving my very best to the person that I'm doing it for. I'll email them and say, look, I'm just not feeling like 100% today. I want to be 100% when I'm doing your reading. Very rare that it happens, but it's probably to do with things that I shouldn't have eaten, which is very rare now, or drinking, which is very rare now too. Anyway, health allows you to be present. It allows you to be... So the other thing that I experienced too after I've been drinking is, for a few days, I'm more triggered. I'm more easily, I can go to the negative really easily. It's very hard for anything to do that to me when I'm feeling really good. Like, I'm not impervious to things annoying me, but shorter temper. It's like being tired, you know? It's the same thing. Anyway. Taking care of ourselves is fundamental to good relationships. When we nurture ourselves, we deepen our relationships. Benefits will be widespread. The tree card also refers to longevity, stability and life cycles, health, vitality, well-being, stewardship, ecology, fertility. Oh, fertility. How about that? Fertility. So why have we got this healthy tree card out? Fox and the Sun. Fox is about shrewdness, deception, charm, manipulation, betrayal. And the Sun, vitality, optimism, success, recovery, inspiration, victory. Interesting. So it is definitely about health, this. And that I was getting, why I took the second card out, was I was getting, it's like This is like the BS card. This is like the 7 of, what is it? Swords. The 7 of Swords, the BS card, often about our own BS. So the Sun, let me read this. So health and vitality is important, but we are fooling ourselves about something about that. So let's read the Sun. Hope is like the sun, which, as we journey toward it, casts a shadow of our burden behind us. Let me say that again. Hope is like the sun, which, as we journey toward it, casts the shadow of our burden behind us. I talked about hope in today's tarot, how hope can go against us, how us pursuing things that aren't going to work out for us, how us investing in things that we really shouldn't. The big bright sun radiates warmth, clarity, energy, and vitality. The sun is a card of affirmation and offers positive answers where outcomes are in doubt. Now, something just popped into my mind. I was messaging a guy last night from Tinder. I haven't been on Tinder for ages. And I went on, and there was a guy many miles away and told me he was in Germany. I matched with him. He's coming on holiday to these islands in a couple of weeks' time. And very healthy, buff, good-looking guy. We had a little chat, and then he started taking it into the flirty arena. And I said, look, to be honest, I'm on here to meet guys that are moving here. I stopped playing the tourist game a long time ago. It's a wasted effort for me, and so I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm not interested in that. And he unfriended me. He deleted me right away. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. And I know tourists, they're looking for flings. They want a holiday fling. Of course they do. I'm not the provider of that. Like, that is not what I want. It's no good for me. Good for them, no good for me. I don't know why that popped into my mind, but it did. The big bright sun radiates warmth, clarity, energy, and vitality. The sun is a card of affirmation that offers positive answers where outcomes are in doubt. If the sun is near birds, rider, or ladder, nope. There'll be good news. If it's near threatening cards, the sun, well, fox is a little bit of a threatening card, yes, but but it's not. It's not. It's about us. So we're fooling ourselves. There's something about hope that's fooling ourselves, and it's got something to do with our health and vitality. Whether it's sickness, coughing, despair, clouds, no. The sun card brings recovery, hope, optimism. Near the fish, nope. Near the heart, nope. Business, sun also indicates insights, epiphanies, inspiration, spiritual awakenings. So there's something we're fooling ourselves about that. There's something here that we need to sort out. And I know it's gone hand in hand with me. As I've healed myself emotionally, I wanted to take care of myself more physically. And it goes both ways too. You take care of yourself physically better, and it helps the emotional stuff. Like I said, you can be present. And then that all helps relationships and everything. But there is an element here of self-deception about some of that, something that we're not seeing. Something perhaps that you might be seeing, think is behind you. I've seen it a lot too in the spiritual community, people's posts and stuff like that, in not wanting to face actual health problems, and then like chalking it up to Mercury being retrograde or solar flares or something like that. It's like, is anyone else feeling? And then they'll give like real symptoms of something physically that's going on with them, and they're not saying like, is it what I'm eating? Like, you know, they're not saying things that will actually be the root cause of it. They're saying things like, oh, you know, perhaps there's an emotional, this is emotional, perhaps this, that is the BS that this is talking about. It's rife. And I get it. I get why it is. But that's rife. So something to look out for there. It's hard to know when to use what. because we have all of these tools for health and vitality, and the spirituality and connection and all of that is part of it. Absolutely it is, but it's not everything. Not everything is a matter of the mind. Something is about what we're putting into our body and how we're moving our body or not moving our body and all of that kind of thing. For me, it does tend to go like this, you know. So I'm healing myself emotionally, then the physical, and then the emotional, the physical, and I'm getting clearer and clearer and everything's getting better. And that's the message here. I hope that meant something to you. Is anyone here? Would you like a card? Would you like a what's it card? A manifestation card? If anyone is listening to me, excuse me, pop a message in that live chat and I will pull a card out for you. I'm going to pull myself one out and get out of here if there's no one else around. As soon as this show's finished, I'll be publishing the next Pick a Card read, which is a How Do They Feel About You? Check that out. And of course, my shorts for each star sign will be going out for the week ahead on the weekend. Hey, Jamie Lou. Would you like a card? I'm getting myself one out first. This is from the Secret Manifestation Cards by Rhonda Byrne. These ones. Would you like one? Diane's still here. Cool. Thank you, Diane. Thank you for keeping me company. It's just been you and me until Jamie Lou showed up. I've got thoughts become things. Ask what you want by merely thinking about it. And immediately the universe sets about moving people, circumstances and events for you to receive it. Your only job is to keep holding it in your mind until it's in your hands. Drive myself crazy doing that. It sounds like obsessive thinking to me, but there you go. Okay. Jamie Lou. Hey, Mary Ellen. Jamie Lou. Message for Jamie Lou. Hey, check out my Self-Care Claire channel, everybody. There it is. I'm making a video every day at the moment. And hopefully it inspires you to take care of yourself better in all aspects, in particular health and stuff like that. Okay, Jamie Lou. Gratitude is riches. The daily practice of gratitude or appreciation is one of the conduits with which your wealth will come to you, says Wallace Wattles. Wallace Wattles. Imagine being called something like that. The daily practice of gratitude is one of the conduits by which your wealth will come to you. Appreciating what we've got. It's so easy, isn't it, to talk about what we don't have and go, oh, but I don't have anything. And focus on that instead of being appreciative for what we've got. And appreciative of all of it, you know. Oh, something happened yesterday. It was hilarious. So yesterday I was going to training in the morning, getting ready to go to training in the morning. I'd had my shower and all of that kind of thing and done all of that. And I was in here and I can't remember, eating my breakfast or something. And then there was this noise, this really loud noise, like psh. It was coming from the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom and I didn't notice. I'm like, where is that noise coming from? And then I noticed, here in Southeast Asia, we have bum guns. We don't wipe with toilet paper because that's really dirty. We wash. And so we've got these guns and they've got like a trigger on them and you wash yourself on the toilet. And you can use toilet paper to dry yourself afterwards, so it's very clean. And my bum gun, the hose to it, so it's like in the wall next to the toilet, it's got a hose to it and then this gun with a trigger on the end of it. Very easy to use. The hose, the metal had like, the water pressure had torn the metal apart, the O-ring kind of thing, and it was like psh, out from the sides of that. They put new water tanks up there, so the water pressure is higher than it used to be, and so it's obviously failing the system. And so I tried to like screw it tighter. As soon as I got hold of it, it went poof. The gun part of it flew out. Then this hose was just like gushing so much water out of it. It was kind of going out in a V like that. And the hose was whipping around like this. And I was like, oh my God. I'm trying to hold on to that and like point it away from me so the water's away from me and turn off the tap at the bottom. You know, those little plastic things. But it was stuck. I could only get it halfway and it wasn't making the water come out any less. And I'm like, ah. So I was soaked. And so I closed the bathroom door because it was whipping around in there. Closed the bathroom door, went out for help. I'm running around outside trying to find some staff. It was really early in the morning. And I found one of the cleaners. And so I said a little bit of Thai about the bathroom and then went push like this. And she went off to find someone. One of the groundsman's son came in. And he had a look and he was like, he opened the door and he was like, closed the door, and he went to get his dad. His dad went straight around and shut my water off. I don't know why the water tap is outside for this place. So he shut the water off and then he came and he fixed it. I've got a new hose and bomb gun now and it's much better quality than last time. So that was exciting. Bit of drama. But the reason that I thought about that because of this gratitude card is water. A lot of you are living in countries where you can drink tap water. I'm not. And whenever I see someone just like on a video, I say on YouTube, fitness influencers do this. They just go up and they go like that and then they drink. And I'm like, I've not been able to do that for such a long time. And it just, every time I see it, it blows my mind. It's like, wow. They flush the toilets with drinking water. That seems insane to me. That seems insane. Because we can't get it here. You got to buy water to drink. And to just flush it away? Bizarre, hey? Anyway. It was very exciting. Very exciting. Bum gun fun. You know what though, bum guns, I don't want to live or ever even visit a country that doesn't have them. It's bad enough when I used to go on my visa runs. I used to have to go out of the country here every 3 months to get a new visa. And going to Malaysia, you see they don't have the guns in Malaysia. They have like a nozzle and with a tap on the side. You've got to turn it on like that and then it's hard to use it. But a bum gun's really easy because you can it's a gun. You can direct it properly, and it's much better. And I don't understand why Malaysia haven't like got the memo. Surely they've been to Thailand and seen that there's a much better way of the devices. But at least they've got water next to it. I don't want to be in a country that hasn't got that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting wiping with paper. If you got shit on your face, would you wipe it with paper? Would you? You'd wash it, wouldn't you? You'd wash it off. Enough said. Anyway, who's next? Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen, you become what you think about. You become a bum gun. Let's appreciate everything that we have. You become what you think about. The more you use the power within you, the more you'll draw it to you. Empowerment, it's very important. You'll reach a point where you won't need to practice anymore because you'll be the power. You'll be the perfection. You'll be the wisdom. You'll be the intelligence. Sometimes we don't know just like how great we are at manifesting because the things that come easy to us that we manifest, we know. We just are that and we expect that and it just is. And we don't realize that needn't be the case. That needn't be the case. Some people haven't got that belief and can't manifest like that. You're already doing it. You're already being certain things and manifesting with that certainty. And you can do that with other things in your life too. When you're fully owning it, that's another way of putting it. Interesting message for you, Mary Ellen. Be it. Become it. Be that. Own it. Very powerful. Diane. And Diane. Diane, message for Diane, please. Diane, you've got, see what you want is here now. What are the most powerful words you can say for manifestation? It's here. I can't bullshit myself like that. It's like, but it's obviously not here, is it? But I can tell myself it's about to happen. That feels good to me. It's about to happen. It's happening for me now. Like next. In my mind, it's like about to happen. It's about to happen. Because how often do we affirm like, it's not coming, it's not happening, you know? We do that a lot, and we've got to stop that. And it's not about stopping it, it's about turning it around, because our subconscious minds are going to do that. They try and save us from these things. The thing is, we don't want to be thinking like that. So our subconscious minds are always going to go to the negative to try and protect us. But we have to counteract it. We have to realize that is the part of our minds that is cave woman trying to protect us from things that it thinks are going to kill us. So it's going to go to the negative. And so then we need to counterbalance that with our conscious minds, thinking the thoughts that we want to think. It's like, I hear you, subconscious mind, and your fears and your lack. However, I know better. Counteract that. There you go. Thanks everyone for coming along. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there, and stick around on my channel because I'm about to publish a pick a card read. How do they feel about you at the moment? You can watch that next if you want. Have a fantastic weekend. Let's do this all over again on Monday, 2 days time, and I'll see you all then. Bye.